Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at messages from your future self. You have 3 piles in front of you, so you can pick according to the feathers or the images or the plates, whichever calls to you. I'll give you some time for your selection and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. Now, first of all, let me just tell you this. Abundance and success is something you're continuing to attract in your life, okay? And that is going to be continuing just by the fact that you can be able to think about it clearly. So it's simple. If you feel in your mind you're able to attract abundance easily, that money will come in easily, okay? And if your mindset will be like, oh, I don't know, it's difficult, I don't know how it's going to work out, that is the way it is supposed to be playing out in life. So future self is telling you, don't worry, we are fine, just be positive and just relax a little bit is the message for you. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that please, can you make sure that you're taking care of your health and you're making your health a priority. So if little things come up for you here and now, please take care of them right now so that in the future you don't have to struggle with it. So please make sure you listen wherever you are, because your future self talking, you don't want to be careless when it comes to your health. Now, your future self is also here to tell you, can you believe in the possibility that miracles can happen? Because clearly your future self has seen those miracles happen for you. So believe in them, and once again, make sure that you're holding on to faith when it comes to your prayers. So if your prayers are going to be full of faith, you're going to be getting the miracle that you've so asked for when it comes to your life, okay? And remember, your future self is telling you, all the prayers that you've asked for are being answered in the future. So please pray and continue to hold on to your faith. Your future self is also telling you that wherever you are in your life right now, the darkness that you're facing, the darkness is going to be over very soon, and it is almost going to be like, it's a phase that you don't even remember in the future. So sometimes when we go through a couple of things, we're going to be like, this is going to be permanently impacting my life. The answer to that is no. In the future, you'll not even remember these days. So whatever darkness it is not going to be carried on for a long time. Let it go. It will move out beautifully when it comes to your life. Your future self is telling you, can you just surrender denial a little bit? Because it's almost like the truth is facing you in your face. But you're like, no, the possibility that this may not happen is actually there. So please, take out your blindfolds and see people for exactly who they are. And if they're trying to tell you something, listen to them. Because it's like you're like forcing things that you believe on other people, and you're struggling to believe that what the other person feels is actually true for them. So please surrender the denial wherever you are in your life. Now, your future self is telling you, can you release emotional baggage from your life? Will you release people who do not belong from your life? And don't hold on to things too tightly, because the things that you hold on to very tightly, in the future they'll be taken away from you. So please release people who are no longer supposed to be a part of your life, and only keep people who are truly important for you. Don't hold on tightly. Release, loosen your grip on life. Whatever is meant to be yours, nobody will be able to take it away from you. And if something is not in your destiny, no matter how much you try, you will not be able to put it in place, is what your future self is here to tell you. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that there is a possibility that somebody in your life is putting on a mask that everything is okay. So then possibility, you need to see the honest intentions of the people in your life. See them without the mask. See if they're just pretending that they are okay when they're actually not. So once again, you have to remove that mask from your eyes. Once again, your own and that of the other people as well. And actually look at the intention that the other person has when it comes to your life, okay? So see things clearly, see people clearly, see situations clearly. Wherever you are right now is something your future self is here to tell you. Now, your future self is here to tell you that certain relationships in your life are karmic relationships. And when it comes to karmic relationships, you have to give them something. because the possibility that you've taken away something from them is very strong, and if you've taken away something from them, the chances are you have to repay them in this lifetime. So remember, whatever is happening, it is a karmic rebalance happening. Remember, always what you do, it always comes back to you, and it may be so that certain relationships in your life are demanding what is due to them when it comes to life. Okay, so once again, certain relationships may be conflict oriented for you, but these conflicts are necessary for you to give what is due to them in this lifetime. Yeah, so once again, karmic relationships to give their due back so that they'll be moving out of your life. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that please, the things that you do not want, the things that you do not need, can you please give it away? So if you have a tendency of holding on to things that you don't need, holding on to books you don't need, holding on to clothes you don't need, please stop accumulating stuff. Can you just lose that already? So possibility of you holding right now is there, so let it go. Clean up your act so that your future self doesn't have to do this for you in the future. Unnecessary clutter is time for you to get rid of it wherever you are. Be a minimalist, maybe a message what your future self is here to tell you for a couple of you. Your future self once again is giving you messages about your health. So if you have a tendency of having a static kind of lifestyle for a very long time, so if you're people who don't make healthcare priority, you don't make exercise a priority, please stretch your muscles. So get into yoga, get into tai chi, get into something that will make you active. If you want to join a gym, that is supposed to be something that you absolutely do, but make sure that you're physically active every single day. And I mean every single day, because once again, when you're physically active, your health benefits from it, your mood benefits from it, and automatically everything falls into place for you health wise, so that in the future you'll benefit from it as well. Yeah, because people who are actually sedentary then take up a lot of healthcare issues in the future. So your future self is warning you about that. A lot of health related messages for you, pile 1. Be careful a little bit. Your future self is also here to tell you that you need to spend some quiet time with yourself. So if you're always in company of other people, if you feel like some things are clogging your mind down, or conflict is a continuous part of life, please make sure you're resolving your emotions very beautifully and you're making peace a priority for yourself. Once again, if you can take up a meditation class, if you can make time to just be on your own, even if it is for half an hour a day, do that, because it's something that you need to maintain that stability when it comes to mind. And please, if you have not taken up meditation by now, your future self is almost here to tell you, I wish you had started today so that I would benefit from it in the future. So please, meditation, quiet time, grounding your root chakra, some things that you need to do today so that your future self will be able to thank you later. Now, your future self is also here to tell you, please stop being confused. So if you find yourself, second guessing yourself again and again, if you want to take a particular decisions, you're like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Your future self is telling you, get the clarity that you seek. The more you avoid certain things, the more you go in denial with certain things, the worse they get for you. So instead of ignoring the reality, face it head on. Take the decisions that need to be taken right now so that things will be clear for you in the future as well. So don't be stuck in your head all the time, and don't constantly think and not act on things is a very firm decision your future self imposes on you. Now, your future self also here to tell you that if you've taken a particular project on yourself, please make sure you follow it through and don't give it halfway. So this could be about you were deciding that you want to particular course, you want to take it up and finish it off. If you're doing some kind of studies, take it up, finish those courses. Don't leave things halfway, because if you leave it halfway, once again it'll come back to haunt you at a later point. It's almost like you'll be like, oh, I wish I had done that. It was the right time for me to do it at that point of time, and it's too late for me right now. So ignore that too late part, okay? If something needs to be done, if something needs to be mended, if some decision has to be taken, it has to be taken in the present moment so that you don't regret it in the future, is a strong message coming through. Now, I'll also give you your tea leaf cards to see what messages from the future self they bring for you. Okay, your future self is telling you someone new is going to be entering your life. Okay, now this could, of course, be a potential partner, or this could be a new friend, but that place that is empty in your life, that place is going to be filled, is what your future self is here to tell you. Let's look at more. Taking a vacation, physical or mental. So the possibility that very soon you may be going on a vacation, or if wherever you are right now, you're feeling that need for a vacation and you're not taking that, your future self is telling you, do it right now. Make time to relax, make time to be with yourself and at peace, and maybe a holiday will be just the right thing when it comes to you. Pay attention to your work. So once again, for people who are working and you're ignoring your work, don't ignore it. What needs to be done needs to be done. So please make sure you're paying attention to your work and don't leave things for last minute. Okay, so don't ignore your work. Persevere. Once again, hard work is indicated for you. So once again, it's about following through. Just because something is tough doesn't mean you should leave it halfway. If you've taken up a project, complete it, even if you have to give it a little bit extra today, but complete it today. That completion for you is very important. And your future self is also here to tell you that if you have a particular goal in mind, something that you really want to do, maybe even if it is not right now, it is a couple of months later, you need to increase your efforts, because if you make the efforts today, tomorrow everything you want will play out the way you want to. But you have to increase your efforts when it comes to certain things. Your future self is also here to tell you certain important doors of opportunities are waiting for you to find it. So once again, if there is somebody out here who's looking out for a job, somebody is looking for a change, somebody is looking out for a new house, it will come to you very soon. But once again, you have to increase your efforts when it comes to that. And one more. Love, deep affection and caring. Once again, your future self is here to tell you that you're deeply loved, that you're deeply cared about. And once again, if you're not able to see that love, you have to see that love clearly. Sometimes it so happens that you ignore things, or maybe you're in denial of certain things. So please open your eyes and see the truth, see the love around you. Yeah, because clearly there is a lot for you in your life. And last one. Great happiness. Wow, your future self is here to tell you the happiness that you want is meant to be yours. So once again, you have to increase your efforts when it comes to your work, is something your future self is telling you, and when it comes to your love life as well, happiness is meant to be yours. So if there is somebody out here hoping and praying happiness comes your way in the future, your future self assures you of it. I'll leave you here with nothing but my best wishes for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. Now, first of all, let me tell you this. A change of location for you in the future is very likely. So if there's somebody who's been wanting to move to a foreign country, or if you've been wanting to move somewhere, the possibility for that is there. But definitely travel and a change of location is a part of your future. That's a message from your future self. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that very soon in the upcoming future, you're going to be getting some kind of property or some kind of security associated with you. So in the future, the possibility that you may actually buy a house for yourself, buy a property, in fact multiple of it, the chances of that is there, and that is something your future self is here to tell you. Don't worry, whatever pace you're working at is fine for you. So don't worry about whether finance is going to be a part of my future or not. The answer is yes. In fact, you are possibly going to be one of those people who have more than enough by the time you reach your old age. Okay, so financially, security wise, there is nothing for you to worry about. Your future self is here to tell you that you as an individual in the upcoming time are going to be much more sensitive. But being sensitive is a great thing, but when that sensitivity becomes some kind of barrier for you and your life and your relationships, that is not exactly a good thing. Okay, so once again, you have to take care of yourself. So if you feel that you are around people who are probably a little bit harsh for you, or if you're in environments that you make you feel not comfortable, remember, it may be that you're being extra sensitive to something. Like maybe people are trying to be very normal, but you being sensitive, you take it otherwise. So please take care of that sensitivity of yours in the upcoming time. Your future self is here to tell you, can you please pay attention to the details? It may be so that you're only looking at things on the surface and you're not trying to go in depth of things. So once again, if you ignore things that are going on deeply, you may regret it later. Whatever it is, your relationships, your work, your money, go into details and take care of it, because detailed things need to be on your mind right now and not just the surface level things for you in your future. Now, your future self is also here to tell you, can you stop stressing? Your future self is here to tell you, taking stress is not going to be helping you at all. What is going to be happening, but because you take stress, you will harm your health because of it. So please make sure wherever you are in your life, you let go of stress, you let go of worry, because the future that is meant for you will not miss you ever. What is destined for you will meet you. Yeah, and please just take care of your body is a strong message from your future self. Okay, your future self is also here to tell you that very soon there are going to be occasions for you to celebrate. And in fact, if you are one of those people who like really enjoy dance and you've not done that in a very long time, your future self is like, can you please join a dance class like immediately? Any kind. Just do something that makes you happy, that makes you feel joyous and makes you just live life to the fullest. So if you can do the dance and join the dance class, that will be great when it comes to you. Your future self is here to tell you, creative activities need to be something that you need to get more into. Okay, so clearly you have lot of abilities, pile 2, and if you have abilities, this could be painting, this could be music, this could be playing an instrument, photography, writing a book. Any kind of creative hobby that you find yourself drawn to, that is something you need to get into, because possibly that may become a full-time career for you for a later point of time. See, once again, I know people who've been stuck in ordinary jobs and they had a talent, they pursued it and they actually became famous for it. So that may be you in your future. Please take your talent seriously is what your future self is here to tell you. Now, your future self is here to tell you that the things that are happening to you in your life are actually trying to crack you open. They're trying to bring out the realest self in you. So at this point of time, wherever you are, what may be happening, the old life is moving away from your life and the new you is going to be emerging at that. So if you feel like, life is not going good or you've hit the rock bottom, sometimes that rock bottom is important for you to rise stronger and rise in a way that you've never risen before. So whatever is happening, let it happen, because a new life comes out of it. That is what your future self is here to tell you. Now, your future self tells you, can you just look at the truth in the eye? Certain truths about certain situations, certain truth about certain people are staring you very easily. But probably you don't want to see it and you don't want to see the story of other people associated with you. So please make sure you're communicating your own truth to people around you and you're listening to their version of truth. See, right now for you what's important is, honesty. Honesty and open communication, so that things are clear. So the things are crystal clear when it comes to your future life. But communication and being open to the truth is very important. Your future self is telling you there is nothing that you need to be afraid of. So if you're worried about, things not going your way in the future, or if you're worried about, whether your wishes will be granted, your future self is telling you there is no need to worry. The only thing that hampers your progress in life, the only thing that hampers things from actually coming to you or from you to live the best life that is possible for you is your own fear. So track your own fears, in fact face them, is the message for you. Do something that you've never done before. Live a life that is free, that is beautiful for you, because that is the kind of life that you need for yourself. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that you need to open up. Probably you're bottling your emotions a little bit too much. So once again, I stress at honest communication. Once again, the possibility that you are very sensitive is very there. And once again, your sensitivity is actually becoming a barrier for you on your path. Okay, once again, you have to ensure that you open up to everything that life has to offer to you right now, because when you open up, you will realize that the world is your oyster and you can do and be anybody you want to in your life. Now, Your future self is also here to tell you that you need to give the freedom of being whoever the other person is in your life, the freedom to be themselves. So possibility is that you're not looking at other person clearly, you're not looking at their life choices clearly. If something is not okay with them, it is not okay with them. And just because it is not comfortable for you, it doesn't mean it has to be comfortable for them. Yeah, remember, every person has a unique path. If something is good for you, it may not be in their best interest. You have to accept people for who they are and meet them halfway, because that is very important. Especially your relationships need your attention, because if you don't pay attention to your relationships right now, and if you're not honest in relationships, the possibility that you may be drifting apart in your life is very strong. So pay attention to your relationships. Now, it is very important for you, pile 2, to fall in love with your own story. Your past is nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, and once again, please, please, please embrace yourself for who you truly are, and once again, at the same time, embrace the other people for who they truly are. Your story is different, other people's story is different, and possibility you may go in different directions is very, very clear for you. Yeah, so once again, fall in love with your own story and embrace your own unique self is the message for you from your future self. I'll give you your tea leaf cards. Okay, your tea leaf cards are here to tell you that romance is in the air for you. So possibly for all of my single friends, you are very likely to meet a person who will, bring about those romantic feelings in you. Possibility that you may meet them when you're traveling, or that person can be in another country, another city is there. But romance is very, very likely for you. And even when romance is in the air, you have to be true to yourself. Okay, you have to be who you are. Yeah, that is very important. So don't be ashamed of yourself. Very important. Once again, you have the possibility of romance. So romance is very strong for you. Your love life is really going to be getting a boost in the future. And then, a celebration, a party around it may be there. Of course, for a couple of you, you may be meeting a potential partner in some kind of party, or a get together is also there. So once again, romance is on the cards for you guys. You will be shown the way. So once again, right now, if you're confused about certain things, remember, you will be shown the way. So you're not going to be left out in the cold. You will get guidance and support wherever you need. Slowly but surely you're getting ahead. So once again, your future self is here to tell you, if you feel like the kind of life that you're living is not matching up to the level of other people in the society or community, it's okay. You don't have to be in competition with anybody. You are living your own life, which is why you have to embrace your own story and just go at a pace that is right for you. Remember, in the end, it was the tortoise who won the race. So possibly you might be the person who starts late but ends up finishing first is there for you. And celebration, so very likely there are going to be certain celebrations for you. Marriage may be on the cards for a couple of you in the upcoming future is a message that I'm strongly getting. And okay, 2 more. Now your future self is here to tell you some good news may be on the way to you. Okay, maybe this is a good news that you're waiting for, and maybe that good news will require you to travel when it comes to your future. Yeah, but news is on its way. Maybe news from a foreign country is also coming your way. That possibility is there, but you're going to be excited about your future. That is something your future self is here to tell you. And once again, your future self is here to tell you, you are going to be getting into something that is going to be making you money. So for a couple of people, this could be a change in direction work-wise, or this could be, having a new work to do. Once again, your hobby turning into a full-time paying profession is there. So look into that, okay? Look into hobbies that you can make into profession, because the future self is telling you that is the way forward. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. And as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with my best wishes forever and always. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. Now, alright, listen. Your future self is here to tell you that it is most important for you, pile 3, to accept yourself for who you are. The good, the bad, the ugly, it doesn't matter. You are you. You are unique, and you don't have to be like anything else or anybody else in your life. So self-acceptance is important, and being kind to yourself is the most important thing and the most beautiful thing that you can do for you. So take care of yourself, because you need to take care of yourself and your own emotions more than anybody else's. Your future self is also here to tell you, don't let anybody, guilt trip you into taking any important decisions. If a decision feels right for you, if your body is on the same page, your mind is on the same page, and your will is on the same page, then go in that direction. Because anything that is completely taken in full alignment with who you are as a person is a right thing for you. If something is not right for you, it is not right for you, and don't feel guilty about it. Yeah, so you have to be on the same page with your body, mind, and soul about everything in your life. Your future self is here to tell you, possibly because of eating food that is not right, or possibly because of not taking care of yourself, you have, sort of done a lot of discomfort to your body. So wherever you are, every week or every 15 days, please make sure detoxifying your body and your mind. So this again includes, probably juice cleanse is something you can go for. That will be great for you, because once again you'll get the nutrition that you need, you'll get the nourishment that you need, and once again your energy will be restored to the optimum level. So please make sure you're taking care of detoxification processes when it comes to your body, mind, and soul, because purification is very important. Your future self is hinting at a need to be independent for you. So if in your life you're depending too much on other people, you have to be independent. Remember, in the end you were born alone, and you are alone in many ways than not. So if you're relying on somebody else, please don't be over dependent. See, as a society, as family, community, we are dependent on others, but when that goes to a huge level, that becomes a problem. Then it means that without the other person you cannot survive, and that never should be the case. You need to learn how to survive on your own and be proud of it, is what your future self is here to tell you. Your future self is also hinting the need to make silence a priority in your life. So if you're around too many people all the time, or you're forever filling the empty spaces with noise, you have to ensure that there is peace in your life. Just quiet, because in that quiet period you get the rejuvenation that you need. So whether this is meditation, whether this is in a holiday, or just sitting with yourself when nobody is awake, either early morning or late night, do that, because in that silence you'll find a lot of blessings coming your way. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that you need to respect yourself. You need to respect what you're okay with and what you're not okay with. And don't ever feel bad about communicating your needs to other people. If some boundaries need to be placed, then they have to be placed for your own well-being. Once again, purification is also the purification of your mind. And sometimes certain people in your life contribute negatively to it. So once again, if you have to get rid of certain people just to have that peace of mind and just to have that silence, that is important too. So respect yourself, respect your emotions, and respect your bodily needs is a message from your future self for you. Now, your future self is here to tell you that you need to keep certain secrets with you. If you are making some plans for your future, do not reveal it to other people, because the chances are that you attract the evil eye for your future plans are there. So whatever it is, whatever intentions you have for your future, keep it hidden from the world, and please don't communicate everything to everybody. Very important. So any plans, don't share it before it comes to life. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that, if you feel like you've made a mistake with certain things, or if certain choices you feel like, oh, I wish I had not done this, I wish I had not said it, don't be afraid to say sorry. Because, sorry, of course, doesn't mean, you're any lesser of a person. It just means that you're willing to correct the past wrongs. Once again, if there is a need to say sorry to somebody in your life, go ahead and say it, because that may be important for you. Now, Pile 3, if there are certain projects that you've taken up for yourself and you're leaving them halfway, or if there are certain things that needs to be said, then please say it. Don't leave things halfway, and don't leave things, unsaid. That is a clear message for you from your life, because anything unfinished need to be taken care of, and some things need to end. That is a clear message when it comes to you. Your future self is also here to tell you that you need to be brave. Once again, you have to be independent, right? You have to be brave, you have to be strong, and you have to be a warrior. Whatever circumstances come your way, you have to be strong enough to face it. Don't depend on anybody else to fight your battles, because people will be there with you to a particular extent, which is exactly why accepting yourself for who you are is important, because the moment you accept yourself, you are the bravest and the most fearless person in the entire world. So be strong, be brave, and be like a warrior. Now, your future self tells you that if you want to achieve something in life, that you have to make an effort towards it, and don't be into half-hearted things. If you're preparing for an examination, you have to make sure that you know everything there is to know about it, because that is what will make you an expert, right? See, in the end, people who are mediocre can only go so far in life. People who really make the effort are the ones who stand out. See, today we only remember the people who've done things beautifully, who've made perfection their priority. So that is something that you need to do when it comes to your life. So make dedicated efforts towards it. Once again, your future self is here to tell you that one thing that you need is silence. And sometimes you need silence to realize certain things. So once again, if somebody is not saying something to you, it should be a clear message what they are trying to say. Once again, the possibility is somebody is not being honest with you is there. So please come to a realization of who you truly are meant to be with, who are really going to be there with you for the longest time, and who need to be cut out of your life. Okay, you have to understand some things that you're not understanding. Very, very important. You have to realize what things already are in your life. Yeah, probably living in the dark, and you need to see things as clear as daylight. Once again, financially, you guys are going to be very good in the future. In fact, more than one option of earning money will be open for you in the future. So right now, if there is anybody here struggling, remember, one thing is important, that your effort towards that has to increase. You have to become a master at something to increase that inflow of money. And financially as well, you have to ensure that you are independent of anybody else for your own needs. So please make sure you're independent financially and learn to invest, learn to manage your own money beautifully, because once again, that is going to be important for you in the upcoming future. So learn to handle finances on your own. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that in the future you are likely to get some kind of position or authority. I'm also sensing a need at independent business. So if there is somebody who wants to work on their own or be their own boss, the answer is yes. That is meant for you when it comes to life, because you're anyway going to be having a position of authority for yourself. Waiting for news package or letter. Once again, if there is somebody out here who is waiting for the news package or letter, it is going to be coming very soon, and sometimes it could hold news regarding a future position of authority. Your future self is here to tell you, if you don't have all the answers that you seek right now, you need to consult an expert. Once again, with your money, maybe to manage your money, you're going to be needing help in the future. This could be, a banker. This could be a, chartered accountant, a business investment person, but you need help. Seek out that help that you need. And protection from powerful friends. So remember, if you feel like you have nobody to help you out, you have protection from the realm of spirits, and your spirit guides are protecting you from any harm that comes your way. And once again, if there's a dog who's passed away, who's in the spirit realm right now, maybe that person has come back to become a protector, a guardian for you. Okay, I'm seeing that possibility for a couple of you. Someone is undependable and insincere, which is exactly what I was picking up. Maybe some people who you are relying on in your life are not sincere, and there is somebody else who you have in your life who are very sincere, who love you and want you. You have to pick out who's the sincere one and who's the not sincere one, because that choice for you is going to be very, very important. But somebody is clearly not dependable and not sincere when it comes to your life, and you are on the road to success. So once again, if the career path that you're on, you're wondering if that is the right one for you or it is wrong for you, the path that you're on is right. You may have to work it a little bit more. You may give it up in meantime. You may come back to it, but you're going to be reaching the top of it is very, very there. So you are on the road to success and you are going to be reaching the top. Okay, I have a couple of them for you. In the future, whatever success you're getting in life, you're getting that because of your own plans. So if you're just going without a plan when it comes to certain things, you need to have a plan in place for your future. Okay, happiness is meant to be yours. Once again, happiness is indicated for you. And family life. So once again, I feel like your future self is here to tell you, you really need to see the things the way they are happening in your family. Probably you're not seeing things clearly, but some things in your family need to be resolved. Okay, please make sure, once again, maybe somebody in your family is not sincere, somebody you cannot depend on for long term, but that's something that you need to take care of. Okay, so family matters. And one more, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So once again, if you're finding opposition in some areas of life, you have to stand strong. Yeah, because you really need to be that strong person, and once again, you need to be independent. So over reliance on somebody needs to go. Yeah, trust yourself, trust the way you're living your life, and once again, love yourself, whoever you are. I'll leave you here once again with nothing but my best wishes for your life. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.